Hey, what's going on, y'all? Yes, another Gte V3 build from Picorni. Customer asked me to build, so we're going to build it. For those of you who want to see this get to completion, unfortunately, there's some parts that he's going to do himself that he ordered custom, so I don't have. Mainly the screen and the paddles, but we're going to do everything else here today. Um, Let me put my phone up here. It's got the Michigan OSU game on, and being that my alma mater and the Buckeyes are playing, we're gonna have that in my ears while we get the wheel built. Um, so yeah, let me pull up the directions here. Even though I've built it before, every wheel I need to follow the directions because there's always the chance that I mess something up. Because I try and go off the top of my head, and I've built so many that sometimes it gets confusing. So we're gonna whip out the good old soldering iron. Let's see here. Right, let's see. Should be pretty simple today. Alright, turn it on. And we're going to get started here. So yeah, another GTE build. Very little that I have to actually solder. I have to put some heat inserts in. Alright, let's put some heat inserts in. And then we're going to solder up some Hall sensors. So let's go ahead and get started. Put some heat. And then I should have put on the. Let's put on. These are a little bit bigger, so we're going to grab the heat insert out. M5. I have the M4 heat insert. This off. If you buy it off the website, yes, you'll need to get the bolts package. This is actually the best time to buy it because it's Black Friday, so if you really want to build one. Yeah. So if I were you, I'd buy all the parts now. And then it'll be easier to build it. And like I said, you'll save so much money. Put some water on this sponge. Make my life a little bit easier. For all the homies who ain't here. I need to get another soldering iron, something small that I can use. Vocor displays are out of stock. Ah, okay. I mean, that you can get from Vocor itself, right? Like, you're not going to get a sale on that on Pokorny's website. So to me, it makes sense just to, you can order that from Vocor. Yeah, you won't have it at the same time, but if you pay for the expedited delivery with Vocor, then you could have it at the same time that you get all the stuff from Pokorny to build. So, yeah, that's not a big deal. But yeah, he tends to run out of supplies too around this time just because everybody is buying. So I'd say if you're really interested, now's the time to buy. All right, so my Buckeyes are about to start. Super excited here. Super excited for the game. What time does quali start as well in F1? I don't know what time F1 quali starts, and I feel like I want to watch that too if it's on. Vocors were on sale as well. Wow, that's cool. If you can get that on sale as well, then that would be cool. But yeah, so yeah, I would go to. Did you look at the Vocor web? I mean, the Vocor website's just gonna sell it for you. You know, I think it's $50 or something like that. So with shipping, right? Like, yeah, you're gonna pay more. But yeah, I normally buy them from Vocor, unless I'm ordering something from Picorni. Then of course I order it from him. But I would say if you're not like that to me is not the biggest hang up. Yeah, you'll save a little money on his website, but yeah, I would just go ahead and if you're thinking about building it and you don't buy all the stuff now while it's on sale, you're gonna be highly upset. He only really runs this sale once a year, obviously for Black Friday. So I would recommend getting it now while the getting is good. Otherwise, you'll just regret it later. So yeah, even if he doesn't have Vocor screens, I'll just order it from Vocor. Spend the money. So normally I do this off camera, but I did not have time, so we're gonna do it on camera today and drop some heat inserts in. I just used the back of it to lay down the plastic. Game's about to start. Somebody want to tell me what time quali starts too? If you're an F1 fan. 4x6s. On the floor. Yeah, these are completely different shifters and pedals because now you insert into the paddle itself. It's different than before. Game has begun. Colt 40, thanks for the sub. I appreciate you. You my guy. Right now it's 12:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Xavier. Xavier. He should know my voice. Hey, little mans. It's my little nephew, y'all. Quali is at 1 p.m. Gotcha. Indiana, right. Right, Colt 40, you make me laugh. Thought I was in Indiana. Although I'll be in Indiana on December 11th. So if you guys are going to be at PRI, you'll see me there. Pizza. Grab some of my heat inserts out. Well, we're going to keep putting heat inserts in. Is anyone going to Charlotte? By far the closest for me, and miss Chicago. Yeah. Um, we got you, Colt 40. But yeah, no, we'll all be there. Well, I will be at both. And the Sim Racing Expo will be in North Carolina. So, but I'm impressed with the Sim Gaming Expo that's in Chicago. It'll be even larger. They have an even bigger floor. So the goal is to get more people and more vendors coming to the expo. So that should be exciting. That's going to be fun. Should be good. Should be entertaining. It's the only place you can go where you can get all the gear and meet people and test and just drive everything, right? Like, one of the things that's the pitfall of sim racing is you don't get the opportunity to test everything. So like, yeah, that's really the downfall. Sim racing just requires you to take a leap of faith because there's not many places you can go and just test things. But depending on where you live, obviously, like there are places like Racing House in Wisconsin, and then there's Maxwell Racing, I believe that's in California. Two that I know of. There's a place here in Columbus. There's a few places that you can go and have some fun and get some racing in. Like at the end of the day, all good fun, all good things, all good things. Yeah, so North Carolina for sure, since that's closest to you. So yeah, my goal is to be at North Carolina and Chicago. Come on, Buckeyes. We gave up two big plays. My daughter's upstairs watching the game too. All right. Fourth down. We held. Good. Good. They came out fast. They gained some confidence. Hopefully they missed this field goal, but you know. All right. We got all the inserts in. We already got clutches made. This is a pair that I already had here. So, yeah. Let's grab a set of Hall sensors. Let's grab our Omni Fixo. Nice. Be nice to see you, Colt 40. My guy, Adam. Nice to see you if you come out, brother. You know, I think we'll have some fun. We'll get some. We'll go out with all the dudes and get some food. Mm. Okay, let's drop this out. Change the points here. Yeah, this time when I go to the expos, I'm definitely gonna have some chill time, some fun time. Germany, we didn't get a chance to do that as much, and I plan on doing that a ton. Oh darn it! I put on the wrong thing because I gotta do some more heat inserts. See, I didn't scroll down the directions. What's up, Bad Dad, my guy? I appreciate the follow, brother. How you doing today? It's over here. Good Lord. Oh, it's magnetized because it was sitting next to something. That's funny. How's setup of the shop and everything, man? Hopefully everything's going good. Getting the business going. In some ways, I'm a little jelly. Wish I could do it myself. Don't worry, I'm going to do a little bit of soldering today. You guys can make fun of me. Just a little bit. Nothing major. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear it's going awesome. All right. Two. We got all our guys, man. Receivers are back. Defense, let's go. Let's go OSU. Let's go Buckeyes. Mm. It could have been a catch if he'd have thrown a little bit further. Finally position to get back to streaming as well, so I'm hyped. We got to get some racing to do. Yeah, for sure, brother. I need to race, man. I haven't raced an official race in a while. Wow, he threw an interception. That's the nature of this game. Yeah, just great defensive play. It's always this game. Michigan gets the pick in great field position. Every year, this game. No matter what we come in ranked, no matter what they come in ranked. Go dogs. I'm watching the OSU Michigan game. My Buckeyes just threw a turnover. It's the first, I mean, I wouldn't say first big game, but, you know, the game is big. Cool. All right, I think we're done with heat inserts now. I have no more 3D printed parts that I can forget about anyway. Now let's do some soldering. I was born in Ann Arbor. I only lived there 6 weeks, so not sure it really counts. I mean, it counts. All right. Swap that out. Son's watching the same game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right. Done heat inserts. We got all sensors. Let's get a couple items out here. Gonna get our heat gun out. We'll grab some heat shrink. Let's go, issue. Just calm down. Sometimes you gotta just take it easy. You have the game on at all? Yeah, I'm watching it in my glasses. Yeah, I have it on my phone. Yeah, I have it right here. On my telly, my phone. They need to be super long. And I think these would be fine. I always like to be safe and have ones that are a little bit longer. So for the 3D printed items, they simply give you the file if you want to print them, because getting them in aluminum can be expensive. Um, so like this is what they look like this is for the Type R. These are for this. This is the clutch. This is the shifter. So yeah. So getting them 3D printed, and these are MJF. So although they give you the file, like we order these from JLC PCB because they are much better quality and much sturdier than doing traditional like 3D printing it at your house, right? So, and it's like qualifying is gonna start at 1, so I just need a TV, small little TV right here. I have my little screen right here that I'm using to chat with, but yeah. Excuse me. Thank you. So yeah. Yeah, so I think like whenever I do 3D builds for customers, I always recommend like, first figure out what your budget is and how high end do you want the wheel. The one place you can always save is shifters and clutches, right? And paddles. Because this wheel has 4 paddles essentially and a set of clutches, if you were to buy the set from Picorni, not that they're not great quality, one set of shifters usually is about $100 US, right? So if you get 2 sets of shifters, that's $200, and a set of clutches, that's $300 US, and that's just if I say they're all $100 equal, right? They're usually a little bit more, depending. So yeah, it's just very expensive to continue to pay. That's $300 just in, and that's where you can save the biggest amount of money. So that's why I always recommend people save money there, if you can. Now, if you want an all high end build and you want to go straight aluminum, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, what are you going to spend over that, So you got to decide what you're trying to spend in money. So all right, let's get the whole sensor. Always move the tongues just a little, just because it makes it a little bit easier to solder. All right, Buckeyes. Let's go. All right. Oh! Bo Jackson. All right. I think that was a decent starter. What do you guys think, right? I think that's pretty good. So getting in an all of them is like down, someone down, get a GSI with, for instance, since they're already cool with the price point. If they aren't, the budget gets easier by choosing certain levels of potential quality. Somewhat, yeah. I mean, like, I will tell you this. I've owned GSI wheels, and I think they're second to none in quality. They're probably at the top when you think of wheels. Um, but the gap between them and everybody else is like, to be honest, negligent at this point, right? Like all these companies make great quality wheels. The only difference is just um, GSI wheels are built like a tank, right? Um, but if you go all aluminum DIY, you can get something um, that has the same quality but for cheaper, right? So like this wheel, I didn't put all the screws in. This is, oh boy, let me fix this real quick. I'm going to put this together and then tighten it down. All right. So yeah, like this wheel here, this is the 4.9. I mean, this is the Picorni Engineering um, LMP Pro V2. That's all aluminum. Shifters are aluminum. These are MJF, but like, yeah, you can't tell me, you know, the quality is just good quality, right? So aluminum. I want like different shifters, of course, and stuff like that. But so yeah, it all depends. Just realized something. New motion. Haven't raced recently. Yeah, like I've been driving, but I haven't raced. You know what I mean? And it's kind of a bummer. But I've been just so busy. So obviously, as you can see, you know, and you know, uh, Bad Dad knows how that is. You know, trying to start a sim racing business and have a career in that and make money and you know, like my next step of what I want to do is I want to start I want to open my own sim racing business. Yeah, I missed something. What did I miss? Oh, we had a big run. We had a big run. Let's go, baby. Bo Jackson, baby. Let's put this in the end zone. Come on, guys. Little too much, little too much. Oh, come on. We got to get this in the end zone. We know it's going to be a challenging game to start just because everybody's emotions is running wild. So we got to punch this in the end zone. We don't need no field goals. All right. First down, I'll take it. But guys, we got to let them be in their own heads here. We cannot stoop. We have to play hard, play smart, play strong. We got first and goal. Hannah. So yeah, guys. Let's go, Buckeyes. Yeah, Colt 40, yeah. And I will be at some of them events with Bad Dad, any that he can get me to, I'm trying to go to. I'm trying to be at everyone. Right? Like, all right, we have nothing left to solder, so we're gonna move this over. Suboptimal, stop spamming caps. Ah, almost in the end zone. Almost in the end zone. We are gonna punch this in. Hopefully he's all right, though, young man. I want you healthy and playing. All right, we have soldered up. But yeah, man, I'd love to get in a real race car. And I accidentally ordered freaking resin, right? I don't know how I made that mistake. So it's one of those things that's thankful that I had a set. Otherwise, that does look cool. Maybe I'll use them for myself. But yeah, I have extra sets of clutches and shifters and paddles and all kinds of stuff. All right. Let's move this over. Put that over there. I don't need that anymore. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. You don't have to tell me twice. All right, now we're going to pop the pins out of these things because after we soldered that, and we're gonna apply some heat to it. But we have to move the pins because I always match color to color, and we'll just move the pins. So we pop them out. black. So red, yellow, black. Cool. Same thing. Okay. Red. And the reason why these pinouts matter is, for the shifters, of course. Like, that's how it's set up on the PCB, so you need to make sure they all match. Come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Touchdown! Touchdown! Oh, good Lord. Yeah, it's not a touchdown. They're going to review that. Yeah, it's not going to be a touchdown. He was down. He was down. Come on. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and put together some shifters. Good. All right. Oh, good Lord. I know these people are. All right. Fourth down. Go for it. We have to. If they stop us, we didn't deserve it. If we get stopped again, we don't deserve it. Oh, good Lord. And we're going to kick a field goal. Yeah. Whew. Looked like he was gonna miss that. Cool. All right. Next, shifter and clutch. Yeah, it was an easy TD, but like I said, this game it brings with it like you gotta earn it. You know what I mean? And if we don't win, we don't deserve it. We'll still get in the playoff. I don't doubt that, but you know, I think our track record for the whole season will get into the playoff. I'm not concerned about that. Obviously, we want to win the Big Ten title and go undefeated and get that bye, right? That's the thing now with the way. So the fact that Indiana is going to be there in Indiana, right? It's a home game. So that squeaking sound. Oh, I'm too close. Gotta be careful. Magnets will break too. Oh, nice. The shifters seem to be good. Yeah, they are. Um, I've always wanted to start watching football, but I feel so lost when watching the matches. I get the basics, but I need a beginner's guide video or something. It really, you just got to turn it on, right? Like any sport, like watching racing, like you just got to turn on a game, right? I mean, turn on the race. You know what I mean? Just yeah, you just gotta turn it on and watch. And I mean, football's very basic, right? But yeah, it's get the get the oblong shaped ball into the end zone, into the opponent's area, and put it in their goal. All right. So, oh no, come on, 3rd and 5. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. All right, defense. Uh-oh. All right. All right. Got a punt. That's good. That's good. All right. Catch the ball. Make a smart play. Hold on to the rock. There we go. Smart move. Two hands on the rock. Know exactly what they coming to do. Let's not make any bad moves, no bad decisions. All right. Does Recording have a Discord? Is there a way to contact them live? No, they do not have a Discord. I've talked to Velas about that. I think they're just like them on a Discord would be a nightmare. Um, I'm gonna chat with Velas and see if I can get him to just join my Discord because we have DIY groups in there like Velocitas and Kodai and stuff like that. And I'd love to get him in the channel just to answer questions, right? Like, but they are super busy, so I understand why he's likely not going to have a Discord channel, just because I can't imagine how busy he'd be. You know what I mean? And he already has a ton on his plate. So, but no, he does not. But yeah, like, when you think about DIY and sim racing, like Picorni is right at the top. So, and I love the fact that we have so many great brands and companies in though. All right, Colt 40. Chat with you later, brother. You have a great rest of the day. What's up, MVP? All right, all right. All right, Tate, here we go. Hold on to the rock, protect your body. Get down. Yeah. Come on. I ain't gonna lie, I'd love to see a blowout win for my Buckeyes this year. That would be nice. All right. Get all right. So I don't have paddles for this, just because again, Gustavo is going to add them on himself. All right. So we're going to move that over. I don't need these. We're going to put those in a little baggie. All right. Let me adjust the camera for a second. See if I can tilt it up just a little bit more. So I can see the edge of the table. Sorry for the camera movement. Hopefully you don't get sick just looking at it. Seems a little bit better. All right, so I got that piece done. Now we're gonna mount shifters, clutches, and paddles. And let me get some hot glue out for the clutches. Okay. Grab some shifters. Give me 1 second, be right back. Oh man. So we did forget to do one thing. We forgot to solder up some micro switches. Woo! Touchdown! Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Oh. There we go. Get on the field. All right. While that dries, let's get the soldering iron back out again because we totally messed up there. And drop it. It crosses the plane. Micro switches. Oh, good lord. That's a that would be stupid. And that's a I mean, like that's a, and that's a questionable call, right? Like if you guys are watching the game, I'm commenting like you guys are watching it with me. Uh but like he catches it, possesses it, stiffs arms a dude, runs with it, and they need to fix that because I don't think anybody should be. Like I do all of that to get into the end zone. I didn't drop the ball. Like I didn't not have possession of the ball. Like it's I got the ball. I'm running with it. So, just weird to me some of the things, but that's going to be one of those controversial calls yet again. Oh man, that should have been a fumble. You guys lose if it's a fumble. Yeah, it's going to be one of those calls, unfortunately. I can already anticipate that. Where my scissors at? Alright, put my scissors back. Alright. And tonight, take the wife to go see Wicked. Ooh. I forgot to get tickets. I need to get tickets. I think we know how to assemble a wheel. So what we're going to do is while that's going on, see if I can get F1 TV on over here so I can put on Quali and see how Quali. Woo!
Ran into the side of them because you're completely unsighted in both those cars. So there's your projected knockout, 120.7 plus or minus a couple of points. So if you are in the 120 point, might feel you've done this one. If you're Isaac Hatcher down, then you're going to need to find a little bit more pace. Focus on both Ferraris here. Pointless for the first time sprint race with both cars since Monza 2021, albeit it was only the top three that scored back in those days, but it was a wretched sprint. Things right for the Grand Prix itself. Ferrari running very close to the ground. You can see sparking away, it's grinding away on the plank underneath as well. As it's called.
1, 2, 3. Did I not grab out 4? Then I grabbed out 4.
Is this going to get him comfortably in? Yes, it is. So maybe they have. It looks like they've lowered the Ferrari and given it a bit more down. So they're still struggling, Martin. And P13 for Lewis Hamilton. Well, he's right on the bubble here. And I fear this could be the second Q1 exit for Lewis Hamilton in the space of 2 Grand Prix. Let's see what happens behind him. Carlos Sainz just setting off on a lap. You saw him getting out of the way of Charles Leclerc. That didn't help him much. He couldn't have to park the car on the outside of the track. Those tyres will have cooled down just somewhat before he got going again. Max Verstappen round the final corner. He's aced the first sector. Personal best for the middle sector. 4th fastest. Lost time in the final sector. Yeah, he's a third of a second down in the middle part of this lap. That's where Max is losing it to the McLarens. So, another lap time deleted, this time for Isaac Hadjar, who's in 8th place. And that's not going to help his cause as Liam Lawson gets to the line and goes 5th fastest overall. Hamilton now down in P15, 1 place above the elimination zone. Made that in the elimination zone, I'm afraid. Alex Albon will have knocked Lewis Hamilton out of qualifying. Didn't think that P13 was going to be enough to second
I can't believe Max is going to get his 5th championship. Yeah, I hope not. I'm rooting for Lando this year. I don't dislike Max, but I'm ready to see Lando get his first. Just silly that McLaren has practically botched the season in many ways. Like, you can tell they just made bad calls. But he has a chance, Max does, but he can't be outscored by Lando by just 2 points. So he has to finish ahead of Lando. Like, that's just to have a chance. So it looks like Lewis P18 yet again. Yeah. I can't wait until the season's over from being a Lewis Hamilton fan. Like, oh yeah, it'd be a massive. Like, if he overcomes this season, like, that would be massive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'd have to give it to him. You know what I mean? But that's how these seasons play out, right? Like, it's, you know, right place, right time. You need a little bit of luck, right? I know Lewis rather be at Merck. I don't doubt that. Like, and like Ferrari is funny because they blame everybody, but take accountability, right? Like, that's what's funny about the whole thing. But yeah, if Max wins the title this year, this to me would be his best season. Like, he's already on pace for just an amazing season anyway. There we go, defense. Let's go. Marvell Reese, let's go, baby. Right, right, Dad. Like, like, like the idea that they think because their GTP team won, like, no, like that's not run by the same team. Like, stop it. And if that's the case, you've had what, about almost 20 years, with like 15 years in between anything you've done in F1. You've had 3 world champions. I mean, and between them, you had Sebastian Vettel with 4, you had Alonso with 2, you had Lewis with 7. Like, come on now, man. Like, they don't all of a sudden are not able to drive. Like, and then you cheated and got caught. Like, come on now, stop it. You may have been born at night, but damn it, it wasn't last night, right? Like, their whole team right now, like, they think, well, we're gonna do it the Ferrari way. Well, what's that got you, right? You've been doing it the Ferrari way. And it makes you think, like, you know what? All these team principles, like, clearly it's not their fault, right? Like, and that's likely why a guy like Adrian Newey went to Aston Martin over Ferrari, and it makes even more sense now because he wanted to work with Lewis, right? Like, we know that he's always wanted to, and Lewis was, you know, recruiting him, I'm betting. You know what I mean? So, so yeah, Gustav, I didn't even see that. Yeah, so if Lando finishes ahead of Max, it's a wrap for Max. If Lando wins, championship over. So, yeah. So Oscar has to win. Max has to finish second to still have a chance. Lando, but even if Lando finished third, he still wins, right? Like, let's say he just finishes third and just, you know what, I'm not going to do anything crazy. Finish third. He wins the chip. So he doesn't have to do anything crazy. He just needs to drive smart. So, and that's what I hope he does. You know what I mean? Play the long game, drive smart, you know. Let's see. Does he include the screws for this? Right.
They either cut the cylinders and just tick over. There's no air going through the car, so you think back in the day they would have overheated in 30 seconds, but or they can actually switch them off while we can restart the motor themselves. Ted, what can you tell us?
I can tell you there was a little bit of the shenanigans of drivers coming to get out.
Get these installed.
Right in front of Ollie Behrman, just by a wafer.
All right, guys. So we're gonna assemble some shifters.
Despite his penalty, rejoining again, and fastest in Q1, George Russell says his steering is a bit, quote, dodge. Not dodgy. He says steering's a bit dodge. Not he wants to get out of dodge, but yeah, it's a bit heavier on one side than the other. Don't know if they can
All right, brother. Enjoy them kiddos.
Dodge steering, haven't we? Don't know what's going on there.
Thank you, Ted. What's going on with his teammate? Is he still sat in the garage?
Oh, wait a minute. I need to reserve seats for the wife. Let me step away from the camera.
Apparently they've had that steering to pieces 3 times. Mercedes can't find anything wrong with it. So, but yeah, the steering's slightly off centre or different left to right or giving you're so, there are no moving parts. The cars are so solidly made in terms of, and you're sitting in it with 6 seat belts. You are part of the chassis. And there's no bushes that sort of give you any give in the steering, and if you're getting a strange feedback back you know instantly.
Max Verstappen then starting a flying lap there. Take us through this one, Martin.
I will. It looks a bit steady, doesn't it? The way that was, yeah.
It's just a double preparation lap, you think, for Max?
Yeah, it's a bit flat out, doesn't it? That's all. So he's got a lot of fresh air in front of him. The sights is 2 corners ahead, but it's definitely not an attack lap. So it's a preparation lap for Max Verstappen, showing on a brand new set of tyres as well. Let's see what his first set. 34.3. Yeah. So
Should have been a flat.
I actually thought we wanted to show them replay momentarily. To be honest, because it looked a little bit odd. Because you imagine him just starting his lap. Bernie's got some news on tyres actually.
Yes, Martin, just to reiterate what you're saying, Verstappen definitely on a build lap. Seems to be the only one out there currently on a build lap. Majority out there on a new tyre set. But one to look at is Leclerc. Leclerc's actually on used tyres because he's 1% less than the top drivers. So the 2 McLarens, Verstappen, and 2 Mercedes, they have new sets of tyres. They have 3 new sets of tyres. But Leclerc with 1 set left. Is currently on.
Certainly, that sounds like hushed tones you're talking in there. And you've got someone important sat next to you that you don't want to tell any info to.
Yeah, exactly. I've got a very good chef next to me. I'm hoping that he gives me lunch after this. But I've got Gordon Ramsay next to me. I don't know if you can see him on the camera. And he's been very complimentary about our coverage so far. Hopefully he's going to meet me dinner after this. So if I'm not post-press, then that's where I'll be.
Steaks don't taste like Pirellis then. I think they're something better than that.
Lovely, thank you very much. Two Beef Wellingtons is the order for the commentary box. Gary Neville's put his hand up. Make that 3 beef Wellingtons, please. You've got some influence from Gordon. Ollie Behrman has gone fastest overall. Ollie Behrman, by the way, is in 6 out of the last 7 Grand Prix. He's out-qualified his teammate there, Esteban Ocon, even though that run of 4 consecutive Q3 appearances ended in Vegas. He is absolutely flying towards the end of this season, and once again out-qualifying Ocon here tonight. That Red Bull still looks like it's running very, very low. Bits of the plank just leaving a mark on the track as Verstappen now on a flying lap.
And of course, it's a different deal now for the Grand Prix. They'll have well over 100 kilograms of fuel. It's like putting a very heavy passenger in the car, and that makes the run even lower at the start of the Grand Prix.
A bit like you and I after one of Gordon's Beef Wellingtons. That sort of heavy. Verstappen continues on his way to 15, and then the final corner, which must be wonderful to attack if you've got the downforce, if you've got the grip.
Speed Saga, thanks for the follow, man.
Verstappen with a 120.
Don't mind me, I'm just trying to get tickets to the movies to take my wife, so give me 1 second. I'll be right there.
Still got 25 degrees track temp, 20 degrees air temp. That's nice. That does feel like, yeah, the engine's nice and crisp, but everything's just about right. And you've got enough residual temperature in the racetrack as well.
We saw the live championship standings a few moments ago. Oscar Piastri with his win in the sprinters, edged 2 points closer to his teammate. Lando Norris can still win his first world title tomorrow if he beats Oscar Piastri, if he wins the Grand Prix.
Now let's see if that extra preparation lap from Max Verstappen is the ace move. We'll see what Piastri can do. He's going for it straight away, it looks like, and they start flowing around the back of the track. And you can use the curbs to an extent as soon as you reach the car out there. Some of the drivers are then choosing actually to steer off the racetrack rather than go along the curb too much if they've made a mistake. Haven't seen anything like that.
Oscar Piastri 29.2 for the first sector. That's the best one we've had so far. Max Verstappen, by the way, got a bit of a tone down the main straight when he set that 120.1 lap time, just to help him find a slipstream and gain him a bit more pace down that street. Norris has matched Piastri for the first sector.
Yeah, Piastri mighty fast again in the middle sector then, 27.1, and we'll see what Norris can do. So this is definitely giving an advantage McLaren at the moment, isn't it? But we haven't seen what George Russell and Norris 2/10 slower in the middle sector. He's on used tyres, is Lando Norris.
Oscar Piastri
Piastri making his tyres count, and we are into the 119s. Wowzers. A 119.6 for Oscar Piastri, as Isaac Hadjar 7/10 behind, but in P3 currently Lando Norris next across the line then, and he replaces Hadjar P3 behind Max Verstappen, but as we said, on those used tyres, but that time is going to get deleted for Lando Norris. Turn 10, that corner again, Martin Brundle, he exceeded track limits.
It's on the way into the corner unusually. They're looking left and veering a little bit right, and they're crossing the line before they even get to the corner. So Lando Norris then does not have a time on the board. Once again, puts himself under pressure, and now he's put a new set of tyres.
Hey, what's up, Norman?
Put a new set on, but he needs to get.
Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm just trying to get tickets for the wife and I.
To Oscar Piastri on that lap. You never want to get a lap time to lead him, but it's a bit like football. You concede an early goal. If you're going to do it with 7 minutes remaining. You have still got time to put things right. Norris needs to come in, change tyres, get back out there and get a time on the board, because he's currently one of 3 that haven't. But Russell and Antonelli are on a flying lap, as is this man here, Charles Leclerc, who's currently only 10th fastest.
To correct quite a slide there. He's working hard at the steering wheel on that Ferrari. It's not on rails at all.
Russell's going for a second preparation lap, as he was improving each sector, but that was a second preparation lap, which is why he's down in P13 currently. Looking at his sector times, Kimi Antonelli is actually on a flying lap, so we'll see where he stacks up at the end. Oscar Piastri with the quickest time, 1:19.6. It was a 1:20.0 for his pole position time for the sprint. Charles Leclerc stays in the top 10, but only just.
New tyres.
And Kimi Antonelli is the next car across
Come
the line.
on.
And
I just want to buy
Charles
tickets.
Leclerc out of the top 10. So Ferrari have still got major problems here. This was Norris.
Yeah, so it's on the way in, it's not on the way out. There's a little service road. We picked it up on around the track yesterday. Little service road, and they can so easily.
Oh, good lord. This is becoming complicated just to get movie tickets.
Cars went to the right-hand side of that line in turn 10.
Bev might have had a bit of an off, because George Russell's just blasted through a cloud of dust. Bevan is the next car up on the right. Russell finishes his lap, goes third.
It shouldn't take this long to get movie tickets, I swear to you.
Currently, with just over 5 minutes to go, Norris yet to set a time. Hulkenberg, Leclerc, Bortoletto and Albon. Hulkenberg puts himself out of that.
Just to get tickets. Again, I apologize. But, like, I want to take the wife out because she's been supporting all of this stuff.
He's still got time, but he's left his options. He can't afford another mistake here.
They haven't had that 24/7 deleted as well. But yes, this is championship stuff now. Norris has to get that lap in. As you said, I mean, he can afford. He's only got to get into the top 10, but so he can afford to just take it a little bit easier here and there in that car.
Dude, this is just ridiculous.
He's got to get the lap done.
Just want to order some tickets.
About Q3, because he should be safely through with that 1:19.6. That is Ollie Behrman.
Let's build while we wait for the app to load. Just take my wife to go see Wicked.
Bernie, let's head down to you.
Yeah, I just want to comment quickly on Norris. It's just
Let's try this again.
behind me there for update on a huge set
Oh, they don't have any seats right here. That's
the team has
reasonable.
2 options really. He could do the warm up that some people appear to be doing, and then a flying lap or just a single flying lap. But doing a
I
single
want to go
flying lap
close to me.
immediately after the outlap is a little bit out of phase with others, so he might be doing that.
I don't want to do 3D.
So just run to watch. Is he going to push as soon as he crosses the line now, or is he going to try to do that little build lap that so many others have been doing?
4:15. Let's try that.
Real clap is just
Cool.
is sick.
See if I can get these 2 tickets.
And gone
I need
fast.
2 adult tickets.
So that does seem got into the 119.
Thank
So
God.
that does seem like a nice way to prepare these tyres.
I get that Lando might have to feel his way through a bit of traffic if he's out of sync.
Practically advisor for Q3. Really,
Up and up.
He's been driving through the dust. He really has. I
get that Lando Norris, you know,
Let's keep the
is
sim
gonna be out
and
of sync a little bit.
shifters.
Is it better to try and get that lap in now? Because you might be
Sounds like we just
susceptible
scored
to
again.
yellow flags. If there's a lot of drivers going for a lap in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes time, Martins. And Jota would say to him, keep calm. So let's see how calm he's going to be.
Continue to purchase.
Onto the pit straight, those cars will keep out of his way. He'll have to pass Hadjar and Alonso if he is on a hot lap. And let's see if he's attacking turn one. He certainly is.
So well done to Pierre Gasly, who managed to keep out of the way as he fed his Alpine out of the pit lane.
Let's see if I can
onto
purchase.
the track. You're looking for the first sector, which is coming up in about 10 seconds' time, to see if Lando Norris is right on course here. 29.2, Oscar Piastri, fastest first sector we've had so far. That from Lando Norris is a 29.3. So, yeah,
Third year value
awful,
required.
but not probably where he would want to be.
Say, I think he can comfortably
Maybe
get
about
himself
third.
to 10 and leave a tenth or two on the table. He just cannot make a mistake.
Can't. Oscar Piastri's going for another lap as well. I dare say he doesn't need it, but maybe just to get himself into the mood. McLaren decided he should better middle sector from Lando Norris this time around. Now puts him in contention maybe for the top time by the end of this section, and that will be very much a confidence.
It doesn't have my birth here, and I can't.
Difficult Q2 for him.
He's going to run wide there.
Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous.
In at the end of the corner. Onto the pit straight. No more decisions. Just absolutely flat out. Lando Norris still 2/10 shy.
So Norris crosses the line, goes into P2.
MC Dublin.
Fernando Alonso, by the way, the mega toe down the main straight. And Alonso, I'm sure, will go and shake his hand.
You guys get to watch me try and get tickets.
McLaren, and say thank you very much indeed. Oscar Piastri stays out of
415. These two. Next.
Alex Albon in the
Next.
bottom five, along with Bortoletto and Leclerc, along with Lawson and Antonelli. Big lap coming up for Charles Leclerc here to try and get his Ferrari into the top 10 on a weekend where Ferrari have not really looked top 10 materially, only qualified 9th for
Let's
the
check
sprint
out.
race. Someone else I think has had
Let's
a
do
bit of
Apple
an off
Pay.
because there's dust hanging all around. Turns 12 and 13 as Alex Albon continues on his way. And Alex Albon not necessarily
It's being processed.
this lap.
See if we can
Alonso
get.
goes fastest for him.
Oh, look at that. We got
Best
tickets.
first sector for him for Isaac Hadjar, who's currently in
add him.
P6. Albon to the line.
Hey, Google.
20 seconds to go. He's
Broadcast.
So
What's the message?
Antonelli then is on his final lap. He's got a gain on those.
Movie
tyres.
is at 4:15.
Working out very well
in
for him
Dublin.
So far to get himself back in
Okay,
to the top 10.
broadcasting now.
Alonso into the
Let my wife know, so this way she can be ready.
improvements for Nico Hülkenberg, for
We'll
Antonelli.
get some food afterwards and leave the littles with the big kids. It's the one good thing about having teenagers, namely a daughter who's over the age of anything, because boys are idiots. So yeah, so we're gonna do this. But
Is the movie is for you and Bill?
yeah, I'm not taking you guys. I don't like that much.
Well, Bill wasn't sure, so she didn't ask.
Nope, just for us.
Track limit deletion. Add it to the list. Charles Leclerc crosses the line. P9 for Charles Leclerc. Hülkenberg is improving. Bortoletto is improving in the middle sector. Hülkenberg crosses the line, and Charles Leclerc is going to be safe because Hülkenberg only P11 for him. Can Gabriel Bortoletto get into the top 10?
Charles Leclerc is, yeah, it's crazy how slow Ferrari is. But you know what? It's not the engineers, it's the drivers.
Gabriel Bortoletto, he'll be second last with that 5-place grid penalty. So
Like,
Ferrari make it through with Charles Leclerc, but only just. Oscar Piastri had a more
Yeah.
session than Lando Norris.
curious to see.
Top 3 in the championship, occupy the top
Let's put
3.
the game back on.
Timings in Q2.
Yeah, once again, Piastri and his McLaren look best dialed in to this racetrack. This layout, he looks very comfortable out there, doesn't he? Very much still advantage. Oscar
Yeah, I can hear it in my glasses.
The top 10 will go battle for pole in a few moments' time. Alex Albon, sadly for him, could make it through to that top 10. Gabriel
Alright.
Bortoletto, Ollie Behrman as well, missing out. Liam
So
Lawson.
we've got shifters. I definitely recommend if you guys are gonna do DIYs. Definitely recommend getting these little RC. They're just so good. Touchdown, Ennis. Let's go, Buckeyes.
And we are straight up through. Well done.
Let's go, Buckeyes. Nice. 16 seconds left and we get the ball at the half. Let's go, baby. Let's go. My daughter's upstairs just clapping away. Yeah, I'm not like, but at least 2026 brings in new regs, right? So it gives Ferrari an opportunity to, I don't know, do better. You know what I mean? But like, if it's still the same management, like, yeah, like if I'm Lewis, like I'm praying that they listen to him, right? Like at some point you have to go, wait a minute, man. Like we have had how many? You know what I mean? Like I said, 13, what is it? 7, 7, 11, 13 world championship drivers on our team. Right? And they haven't won a title with either of them. With Seb, they were in contention. And I remember the one year at Hockenheim, where like there was an opportunity and it got blown. But like outside of that, like, have they really been in contention? So
It's the only track he's ever started on the front row at as well. Williams, Alex Albon didn't quite make it. What was the tail of your driver, James Vowles?
No tires. Colours didn't improve either. It just looks like we hit a wall in terms of grip. Not sure why yet.
No, because the track air temperature, wind speed's down, everything looks fairly static at the moment, James.
A little bit of track cooling, but I don't think it's that much. The tires are
so far. Oh man,
Getting Formula One drivers to go
wrong.
early is
I mean, I guess if you wanted to have triple paddle, the clutches go here.
It's quite important here to have competition here right now.
You're gonna be watching the football game.
That's what we prefer to do is that, but we're dominating the pace through the corners. So that's why the cars are pointing there. You don't lose that much time to trim it a bit.
You're just ticking out on a few cylinders, or do you switch yours off?
No, switch off. The cars generally, if you're idle for more than 60 seconds, you're switched off. And that's one of the things about this generation of car. You can turn them on and off now.
Thanks ever so much indeed, James. You can turn the SkyPad on or off with the remote control in his hand and hopefully turning it on. Karun Chandon.
It's always on, Crofty. You should know this by now. That's it. And Alex Albon tries to demonstrate it's where that grip went away. Look, down at turn 1. He's right at the apex. He's got snaps of oversteer. Can't get the grip to get the speed around. Then he gets to turn 2 and watch the snap that he gets here. So now he's already done a whole load of lap time.
That's long enough.
Just lift it in again with him. Stabs off the throttle, gets down to the turn 6 hairpin.
Make sure I put it. Yeah, they're in there. These are too short. It's an M4 screw here. Is it?
So this slipstream that Fernando picks up to start his lap. This dragged him into Q3 and he picks up a 15. Again, after track limits violation, let's show that. We get down to turn 10. This is on the entry, as Martin was saying before. The blue line is illegal, and quite clearly at this point he has gone over the white line.
Quick job, Gte Pro. Just quick up, Gte Pro. Just a bit dry with the new session.
He actually is locked in. Yeah, he seems to be. Like I said, I'm not rooting for him, but you know, I am rooting for Lando.
Started 8th on the grid 4 times in the last 6 second in the empty.
Too long of a him.
Sets the same size at his disposal. Could be a top 5 start for him tonight. We'll see in 12 minutes time, Martin Brundle.
He's getting Verstappen getting out the front. He doesn't want to mess around, worrying about other people's outlaps. He wants to prepare his car how he wants it in terms of tyres, brakes, get everything together. Will he now do 2 warm-up laps and get this pretty well last time around, didn't they? So to Red Bull, I'm sure he has time to put still time to advance the race tyres that you wish to do so.
Look at the stats. Look at the previous form. Max Verstappen with 1 pole here in 2023. Four Taylor's received 4 penalties in 2 of the 3 categories in 2024. And the driver fastest in Q3 has won every single Grand Prix. Received that 3 penalty last season and still winning starting position for second. He's currently third.
Yeah, that's the nature of like Black Friday, right? Like Black Friday deals always make you go, darn it, I wish I would have waited. Trust me, I have been there more often than not. But like you said, so many things are out of stock and waiting. So I do not like waiting at all. So for me, that is my Achilles heel. I don't wait. If I want something today, I want it today. Now, granted, if Black Friday is like a week away, I'd wait. But then I would get up bright and early to make sure I'm the first person to log in. So. But. Come on, Lando.
He's at 29 to first sector, but he's abandoned that level. So that's Norris on that one. Yeah, 29 2. So Max is doing
so far. So let's focus on Norris and Piastri on the left-hand side. Piastri making his way through turn 5. Turn 12, 29 2, 26 9. That's good. So 10 there to Piastri in the first sector.
26 9 middle sector. That's mighty fast for Lando Norris.
Lando Norris has taken pole position in each of the last 3 Grand Prix rounds. The final corner, that looked pretty neat as well. Charging towards the line. It's a 1:19.4. That's the time to beat 4 tenths. Q2. As I say that, Oscar Piastri drops 4 tenths to Lando Norris. Matches Lando Norris in the middle sector. Charles Leclerc.
Clutches need to be moved out further. All right, Lando. So far, so good. Yeah, no, like that. I've talked to Rufus and Betty at Velocitas. That's the big gripe right now, right? Like you might want the Velocitas wheel, but you can't build it, right? And that's kind of disappointing, right? Because you want it, you know. Um, but trust me, you're not getting anything that is you're going to be disappointed in. Like I think both of these are really good wheels, and they provide tremendous value, especially when compared to like the Grid RSR wheel, right? Like that wheel is ridiculous when you think about how much it costs. So yeah. So we're gonna move this.
Drivers. It's giving them breathing space. He's also had a pretty solid lap. This should put him somewhere fourth or fifth. Let's see if he crosses the line. Sixth indeed. He's fallen behind Hadjar in the final centre. It was a 10 Hadjar in that final.
Next, I'm gonna move the clutches all the way out because ultimately we want to give him the maximum amount of room because he's going to add. Oh, Charles Leclerc spun.
If you were Charles Leclerc on board, as it did, looking at it through the onboard camera.
He's been fighting that Ferrari all day, hasn't he?
Oh man, I hate when this happens. The screw that's in the shifter and the clutch moves.
Väkipäivä plastic on my tire. Yes, there's a kicker from the school. You're not. Oh, I cannot drive. What the?
This is where the plastic unravels itself. I think I thought one time, when they get hot, they get very, very sticky. It's a sticker, wasn't it, from the garage where we've got some gravel on the track that needs sweeping, or that plastic sticker needs clearing.
Or both, but I can imagine there's some gravel that Leclerc would have dragged back onto the racetrack.
That's a fair point. So that's the sticker. That's going to be easy to retrieve. Might need a broom to retrieve the rest. But this is a good time to stop the session. If you've got to stop it, do it now because no one was on track and we were just waiting for the final runs. So at a weekend where
Let's see if we can hold that in there and then put clutch. Yeah, Carlos Sainz has been on it.
Clear things away, which is just a great
Thanks very much, Mark. But yes, just to reiterate what you're saying, it does appear to be the fastest from that car because it's just showing up on my track map as WB yellow in that sector on the exit of turn 15. I had a quick look at Charles Leclerc's pushing lap.
I know I'll put the Porsche license myself without unit payable.
Right.
Right. Right, put the Porsche logo on it yourself and you don't have to pay $1,500, right? Like it's just crazy how much that wheel is. And I don't think it's that much better. That's the problem. Right? It's not light years better than what you're getting here or at Velocitas, right? Like it's not even, yeah. Like, I mean, if you just want that wheel to say you have an officially licensed one, then I'm all for it, right? Like, do if you like it, I love it, but I don't think that's worth the money you're gonna spend. So.
But there is time for both of those options still at the end of this
just 3 100s between the McLaren drivers, Bernie. I don't know if Gordon Ramsay still sat next to you, but do you want to ask him who he thinks will get pole position in the end?
He's actually allowed, but he did promise a stint later, and I think he does listen in. So if we keep doing that, then maybe that might happen.
In which case, your work is done even before you ask the question. Nice one, Ted. Fancy dinner later?
It's a bit late. I've got the notebook to do, Crofty, and then it'll be on. So I think dinner might have to wait for today. They got the sticker. I mean, that's outrageous. Marshall, that's outrageous. I've never known that. I mean, I've watched from the pit lane as these garages get more and more bedecked with stickers for marketing purposes and just being a bit, whiz and waz and wah-hey. But I've never thought that one might get, wrapped around a car's tyre and then affect that guy's qualifying a bit, as it might have done, and attract a unsafe release charge from the FIA. So maybe we'll just go back to good old-fashioned.
All right.
Ted, I think that piece of tape damaged the side of Williams.
Oh, Alpine, Williams,
I think this was missing.
Aston Martin,
Looks like painted the
Isaac Hajar.
Carlos Sainz.
That kid is.
I saw it flapping against the bodywork. It didn't look
If they redesign the next year's car, then I'd love to see him in it. But man, I just don't want to ruin his trajectory with going to Red Bull. Like, there's always something with Red Bull, man. Always something. So
a minimum millimetre what they were off in the plate between either Oscar or Lando and any of the sectors. It's like less than half a tenth in all the sectors. Yeah. I think there's some.
oh darn it, I didn't drop the assembly. Gotta be right back. Nope.
So well matched on wanting to get on the track. George Russell has made it out first.
All right, I'm gonna eat a banana while I'm standing here. I'm gonna pull up. Let's go ahead and put on the. And I have these little plumber's wrenches, which are absolutely perfect for things like this. Oh. Yeah, Lando may have lost his chance. That sucks. Let's see. Mm. He's up on max. All right. Look at that. She's crying after Piastri. She's wearing a football. Go Russell, yeah. Yeah, he's got P4. Leclerc P10. Don't love it. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized. These are not tapped. So, Gustavo, you will need a spacer for this. No, you will need, because these aren't tapped, a spacer is going to be needed. So I'm going to see, I have one here, but I think this is a little too wide. And it's not going to match up perfectly. No. That one's too big. I think I'll just, yeah, you got a Merry Christmas. I'll give you my Bavarian Simtech one that's been collecting dust. Yeah, because you will need a spacer because these are untapped, unless I had your QR here and I can go from the outside in. So, yeah. So I'll add this spacer here for you. Give me a second to look at the website. So here's the problem. This is a faulty enclosure because it is not tapped and it's supposed to have threads. Because I just looked at the website and yeah, like it'll fit an M4 in here untapped, but you can't get an M5 in it to attach a QR or a spacer or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to reach out to Picorni to get a new one because this enclosure should be tapped. So I'm not sure if he's gonna. I mean, I doubt he's gonna want me to send it back. So I can't finish the wheel because the only other option is to go M4 through here, but that's not gonna latch on, right? So yeah, that's not correct. Yeah, we can't attach this to the wheel. Yeah, that really blows. Sorry, Gustavo, but there's nothing I can do about that. Yeah. I mean, I have a tap and die set, but it's not going to be as nice as clean. So I'm going to need to email Picorni and get a new enclosure sent out. I'll send him pictures of this one. So yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have to pay anything because this is just a faulty enclosure. I'll let him know that the enclosure is not tapped. It's not threaded at all, and it's not even like it's M5, right? If I could at least get M5 bolts in here, I can attach this spacer here. But it's supposed to be threaded, and I was a little confused. So we'll go ahead and email him now and get a replacement. And then once we do, we'll go ahead and finish this stream so you can see your wheel be built. So my presumption with Black Friday and all the sales he's going to have, I'm hoping we can get it by end of next week and can do it next weekend and just finish your wheel. But yeah, man, that sucks because I was excited about getting it all built. But so far, here we are. Yeah. So you'll attach the paddles to these because you have those, and then the glass for the front. But you know, we can go ahead and kind of sit this on top here so you can kind of see how it's going to look. Here. So let's put that glass cable in. That glass cable in. But yeah. So, and then what I've done is, like I said, I had some extra stuff sitting around. So these are some thumb encoders here. These are from actually VPG. Manny at VPG gave me a ton of them to give away free, and I kept some for myself. So look at that. So I've got 4 of these. I've got some encoders and some of my blemished funky knobs here for you. So at least you'll have aluminum. But yeah, and then this is the Vocor screen. So yeah, that kind of sucks. So I'll reach out to them and get that all taken care of. So to all of you guys in the stream, sorry I couldn't finish this one. Yeah, this should have been completed today, but we can't do that unfortunately. So like I said, I'll let Picorni know, and we'll get the replacement here as soon as possible. So it pops up in the stream, Natty. Yeah, so you're welcome, Gustavo. Yeah, no, I try and help people save money where I can. So yeah, but yeah, so no, the stuff will be cool. We will get the last bits together, and then we will go from there. So as always, y'all, I'm gonna hop off of here now and chill with the family for a little bit before it's time to go. I am Senor Milk Dud, so come on, get it correct. So Lando P2, so he finishes P2, P2, P3, championship solidified. So yeah. To be honest, the one person I want to be eliminated is Max, only because if he has a shot at winning the title, then I know he will continue to push. And if I am Oscar or Orlando, like I don't want to be in any incidents, right? So yeah. But let's put all this back. Before I get out of here, yeah, P2 would be nice. Maybe we have a McLaren battle. Yeah, a battle, but if I'm Lando, like I said, Lando doesn't need a battle. He can let Piastri win both races and still win, right? So not really much of a battle. I will get you USB-A cable for this as well. This way you can connect it to your Picorni. But yeah, so while we're here, I'll share. I've got 2 prints ready for the grip wheel from what is that? From Rival Sim Racing. So we're gonna do one in white, one in sparkle silver. ABS, man, it is tricky to print. Like this white looks fire though. Looks so cool. But yeah, so I want to give 2 of these away. If you guys haven't entered, please enter the giveaway. We're gonna go ahead and do that as well. Yeah. So, oh, third quarter has started. Well, I'm gonna get back and watch the game. Oh, we didn't score. Cool. But But yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'll get with Pocorny, and we'll get your stuff replaced so you can get all of the things. I will hold off on assembling any more. Yeah, little bum. So, all right, you guys have a great rest of the day. Let me grab my mouse so I can end this stream. You guys be easy. I appreciate you all. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.